All right, welcome, welcome. We are so glad to see so many of your faces. A lot of you I know because we talked as we were talking about getting you on the products, and now that you are, I'm so glad you're back to get a little bit more information and take the next step with us. You probably were told it's not a DIY thing. You want help because everybody is different and we worked with so many bodies. So we are here to help your body get the results that you want. So raise your hand if that's what you want, right? Like results, that's the name of the game. Super important. So this call is all about how to get results and what to expect as you get going. So my name's Kara Allen and Amy Lamborn is here with me. And we are going to go fast and give you all kinds of info. So if you are the note type, if I can talk, if you're the note taking kind of person, there we go, then have your pencil and paper ready because we're going to give you some keys and some tips tonight to get you those results. Okay, so first off, yeah.
So I know you said you're recording. Is there any way to get a copy of it? Because I know that we can take as many notes as we want, but we're probably not going to be as fast as we want to be.
Totally.
So can we get a copy of the recording?
Yes. Yep. Just talk to Bobby and Jana afterward and they can make sure to get that for you. It takes my computer a little bit of time to upload it because I have slow internet in Arizona, but we will get that to you. Yeah, just remind us. So great question. Okay, so when I started Plexus, I had a 30-day period. I had all the momzilla grouchiness that went with it. I was exhausted. I craved sugar. I needed naps every single day. And my nutrients were in the tank. My iron was low, my calcium was low, my magnesium, my vitamin D, they were all crazy, crazy low. And I knew something was wrong. I didn't feel good. And I was very skeptical to get started. But my sister had gotten started already, was having amazing results with giving up her soda, not even wanting it, and being alert and having energy, even though she was on antidepressants. And so I finally got started and I was surprised. I was shocked that everything started to get better. And I thought it was a fluke at first until I couldn't deny it anymore, until my husband said I was nice again. And finally I started to think, okay, maybe there really is something to this. And so what I want to talk about tonight is what happened. Why did it work? There was 3 things I did, 3 keys to help you get your results too. Okay, so the first key that we're going to talk about tonight is consistency. Consistency is so important. The products are not designed to be taken here and there, hit or miss, every other day, once a month. If you were to put money in your bank account that way, you'd be poor, right? So it doesn't work in your health either. Okay, so we want you to put money in the account every day. We want you to be taking your supplements every day so that they can build up in you and you can be a wealth of health. That's kind of cool sounding, right? So consistency, keep it simple. If it is difficult or confusing, that translates to you doing nothing. We don't want that. When we are confused people, we get overwhelmed, we shut down, we don't do anything. So please, please, please stay in touch with your sponsor because they are going to give you really simple directions. If you follow all the directions on all the bottles, you're going to be taking supplements all day long. And that doesn't fit into anybody's schedule. So we have made it really simple and effective to take your products in the morning and the night so that you can just take them, add them in, and go about your day. Add a couple people. Okay, the other thing with being consistent, it is so helpful to be consistent if you get yourself a pill box. I love the AM PM pill box because then you only have to fill it up once a week and then you can just take literally 15 seconds to swallow your supplements and go about your day. So get a pill box. If you forget to take anything like the instructions that your sponsor sends you, just take it all when you remember. I am the most terrible with my kids' supplements. And so we do it once a day. They take it all just once a day. So ideal is like a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, but just taking it sometime in the day is like an 8. So don't worry about having to be perfect. Just get it in you. Okay. All right. Number 2 key, you have to give it time. You have to be patient. And in this fast-paced world, that is so hard to do. We all say we're willing to be patient until we actually get started. And then we're like, we want it now, right? So just keep reminding yourself to give it time. You have been on a high-speed train going the wrong direction for how many years? For me, it's been my whole life of having insulin resistance. I did not expect that to change in 2 weeks, 2 months, even 2 years. It's still changing and getting better, and I'm 4.5 years in. So give it time for your body to heal. We need to slow down the train, turn the train, and get the train going in the right direction and back up to speed. It's going to take some time. Just be patient, because I promise you it is worth it to be on the other side going in the right direction. Okay. All right. Let's see. Number 3, stay in touch. This is not a DIY project. I promise you, you will not get the same results if you try to do it yourself, because you have no idea what you're doing, right? It's all brand new. But we have been helping people for years. We have doctors and nurses and therapists and every type of medical person on our team, and we work together to help troubleshoot your issues for you. So you want us as your health coach. So stay in touch. Let us help you. Bring us your concerns, your questions. Tell us how you're feeling. Tell us what's going on. We're going to talk poop. We're going to get personal, because poop tells us a lot. Okay, if you're constipated, if you're going too much, if you're not going at all, those are problems. Okay, so just know we're going to get a little bit personal. 4.5 years in, I no longer need naps every day, and I have a 2-year-old. I wake up with energy. I fall asleep faster than my husband. I joke around and say I sleep like a husband. I don't take hours to fall asleep stressing anymore. I handle stress better. My mood is more stable. I'm a happy mom most of the time. Today was rough, but most of the time, I'm a pretty happy mom now. And my kids have noticed. My kids want to be around me. They don't tiptoe on eggshells anymore. And for me, that's pretty life-changing. I've also lost 42 pounds after Plexus helped me get pregnant. So I gained weight first. I then lost 42 pounds and I've kept it off. And now I'm working on kid 1, 2, and 3's baby weight, but it's coming off. And for someone with insulin resistance, that's pretty huge. It was always so hard for me. So a little bit of my results there. Okay, Amy, she's going to tell us a little bit of her story and how to take your products. We're going to just highlight some of them. There's like 22 different products. We don't have time to do all of them tonight, but we're going to go over some of the basic ones really quickly, just so you give you a little bit of expectation as you get started. So go for it, Amy.
Hey, thanks, Kara. Like she said, I'm Amy. I am so excited to be here with you guys tonight. You guys, I love my job. And I love the very most helping people get started, helping them on their journey, seeing all the fun things that start happening for them in their life and their health. It's my favorite thing ever. So I am thrilled to be here and to help you out. I'm going to try to tell you my quick story / results in a nutshell. I have had a lot of good things happen, so it's going to be hard to make it short, but I'm going to do my very best. I was drawn to this in the very beginning because a friend was posting about this cool pink drink and about how she had all day energy and how she was sleeping at night. And she actually had a really, really long health story that was like 20 paragraphs long, but all I saw was all day energy, better sleep, and the word natural. And I was like, okay, I need to know more, because at that time in my life, those were the 2 things I was struggling with, top of the list. So Marie here is on this call, and she's one of my students. I taught high school. And I'm sure she saw the corner of my desk always had a 44-ounce Coke. She's like, yep, Mrs. Lamborn, Coke and chocolate. That was my MO. So I had a drawer full of chocolate. I always had Coke on my desk. I probably drank 2 to 4 44-ounce Cokes a day just to survive. 4. She's like, yeah, it was 4. So that is not something I'm proud to admit. I knew that it was really, really bad for me, but it was literally survival mode. I was doing that to survive the day. I was taking sleep aids at night to be able to sleep after I was up till who knows what hour in the morning grading papers. I was exhausted, you guys. I was exhausted. And I was looking for natural solutions because I am naturally minded. And I knew that all the crap I was putting in my body was destroying me. So I needed help. So I reached out and I started there. I started with the triplets. So here is our ProBio 5 probiotic, BioCleanse. There are 2 flavors of Slim, and we'll talk a little bit more about all of these, but that's where I started. And within the first couple of weeks, I noticed energy. Within the first month, I started ending the school day with a full Coke on the corner of my desk, and I didn't even want it. I was like, what is happening? This is so cool. And so then I started diving down the rabbit holes of all the research because I wanted to know why. And I found all good things. This is backed by science. This is not magic. After all of that started happening, I went in for my yearly teacher physical that's free, that's required. And they told me that my blood pressure and my cholesterol were normal. And I wasn't on medication for those, but the previous year they had told me I needed to watch it, which really surprised me. And I was like, I don't want meds. I'm going to control with diet and exercise. Anyway, shortly after that, I started Plexus. Next visit, no issues. Everything looked good. The other thing is I've been anemic my whole life. They told me you don't need any more iron supplements. That was a pleasant surprise. I've also been vitamin D, vitamin B, like all the nutrition deficiencies. Come to find out, I have a genetic mutation called MTHFR. It sounds like a bad word. It's not. It runs in families, and a huge part of the population has that problem, which basically means you cannot absorb anything synthetic. So all of the vitamins that you buy at Walmart and Costco and GNC, most of them are synthetic materials. And I was just peeing them out. I was just paying for expensive pee, buying all these vitamins that the doctors told me I needed because I was deficient. So all of these things that I didn't even get on board for started happening with my health, and it was really exciting. About 5 months in, I was like Kara. I was like the happy mom. My kids were noticing. My husband was noticing. I didn't get stressed out as easily. I'm a generally happy, optimistic person most of the time, but Marie probably never saw the mean side of me. Just my family did. And so my family was noticing, oh my gosh, something's going on with mom. And I started paying attention, and my mood was improving so much that I was like, I'm going to talk to the doctor and see if I really need these anti-anxiety meds anymore. And I was able to work with him and slowly get off of that. And there's a whole backstory to that I'm not going to bore you with tonight, but I'll give you a little snippet. I suffered severe postpartum depression after my 4th baby. I was on several medications for a while that turned me into a total zombie that I hated, so I got off of them. But I struggled since then really badly with anxiety and depression, to the point that I almost ran away from my family because I thought they'd be better off without me. That is not normal. That is scary. So I am not on any of those medications anymore. Very happy person, deals with the stress of life much, much better. I am so thankful for these supplements. So that is kind of my story in a nutshell. I have also lost almost 40 pounds, not all at once, in my 2-year journey. The one thing I will tell you really quickly is we all want weight loss. Whether we start with these products for weight loss or not, that's what we all focus on. It wasn't even one of the reasons I started. And I was like, why am I not losing weight? Like, what's going on? I feel so good. The thing is weight loss is your body's very last priority. It's going to fix everything else first. It's going to balance everything else that needs fixing, and then it'll hit the weight loss. But once your body balances, that's when the weight just starts falling off. And that's what happened for me. And the great thing about people who lose weight because their body is balanced is you keep it off. It's not a yo-yo. It's not a quick fix fad diet. Most of the people I know who lose tons of weight within a few years gain it all back and then some. So the people I know in this Plexus community who have lost weight, they keep it off for years. Kara's kept it off. We have a friend, Christy, who's lost 65 pounds. She's been doing this for 5 years. She has kept it off the whole time. So that is super exciting. Anyway, so the triplex, you've got your pink drink. Okay, it says take 2 a day. Some people need that. Most of us don't. You're going to run out really fast if you take 2. So we recommend 1 in the morning. Before breakfast, 20 to 30 minutes before food. Okay, so you want to mix it up and drink it within 30 minutes. You don't want to let it sit. It's not an all-day sipper. So there are 2 kinds. It might just come down to flavor for you. This one has more fiber. The bigger packet has more fiber to keep you fuller longer and to keep your blood sugar balanced longer. I like to give you a little toilet analogy for these, okay? So you've got your ProBio 5 and your Bio Cleanse. And these 3 things are the triplex for a reason. They're the foundational gut health products. They all work together. It's weed, seed, and feed. So you feed your gut with your Slim. It's got prebiotics to feed the good stuff in your gut and to feed the probiotics you're putting in your gut. You weed the gut with your ProBio 5 because this is the only probiotic on the market that kills the bad stuff too. There are lots of good probiotics out there and you get what you pay for, but this is the only one that not only puts the good stuff in, it kills the bad stuff. So it's It's like you've got a garden, and if you don't weed it and you throw seeds on it, it's not going to go well. But if you weed it first and then throw the seeds on, everything's going to thrive better. So that's the idea behind that. Weed, seed, and feed. The other thing is this is my toilet analogy. When you're cleaning the toilet, you scrub all the junk out, but you don't just let it sit there. You don't just scrub it and walk away. You got to flush it. Okay, you got to flush all that junk out of there. So the ProBio 5 goes in and kills all that stuff. But if you don't flush it out, it's just going to sit in there and make you feel icky. It's going to make you feel like you have the flu. So your Bio Cleanse flushes it all out, gets rid of it. The other thing is if you have issues with constipation, the other thing to remember is ProBio 5 softens everything, Bio Cleanse gets it out. Okay, so these two work really well together. You really don't want one without the other. This is the one that was life-changing for me as far as my anemia. This is X Factor Plus, our fully methylated, bioavailable vitamin. Okay, that just means that anybody who doesn't absorb synthetic things well, this is going to be a game changer because it's all bioavailable, it's plants, it's natural, it's whole foods. Your body can use it. It also has aloe in it that helps your body absorb everything better anyway. And any other supplement that you take with it or any other good food nutrition also gets absorbed better into your body. So this is a big deal for me. Those are kind of we call it the Fab Four. Those are our basics. Before I move on, does anybody have any questions about those? The basic four. You can type it in the chat. You can unmute yourself.
You said you take the Slim by itself. Do you take the ProBio 5 and the Bio Cleanse and the Slim together, or do you do the Slim all by itself?
So actually what I do, that's a good question. Thank you. I take the Slim with my X Factor Plus in the morning because the aloe, anything I take with this is going to absorb better. In the beginning, if you are not already taking vitamins and your body's not used to that, taking vitamins, throwing all that nutrition in all at once, your body can kind of go, holy crap, what is this? And you might feel a little nauseous. You might not feel so great. So a lot of people like to start it with food. I've never had that problem. I've taken vitamins my whole life. I've always been trying to fix things with vitamins. So I take this with my Slim. If you feel, off at all, if you do that, just take it with breakfast instead, take it with food. So that's what I take. I actually make myself a little morning concoction with my Slim, my Active, and my collagen. But you can ask your sponsor about that kind of stuff later. We're going to talk a little bit about some of that. That's kind of my morning routine. At night, I take these two before I go to bed. Okay. Ideally, I learned this from somebody else on our team before. It's kind of like Kara said,
you mean ProBio 5, right?
What did I say?
In your hand.
I have Bio Cleanse. Oh yeah, yes. Sorry. ProBio 5 and Bio Cleanse. These are the ones I take at night. X Factor I take in the morning. You don't have to take them at night. It's just an easy system to remember, but talk to your sponsor if that causes you any kind of problems because they can make adjustments. Okay, my mom, for example, can't take Bio Cleanse at night. It makes her feel sick. So she takes it in the morning, but she still takes her ProBio 5 at night. So there are lots of tips and tricks that we can do to help your specific body feel better. So just make sure you keep in touch with your sponsor. Does that answer your question, Jenna? Yes?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Anybody else have a question? Okay, so that's the Fab Four. The other supplement that I don't have right now with me because my family goes through it like candy is Ease. So Ease is a natural anti-inflammatory. It helps with pain, with inflammation, with any kind of inflammatory response that your body has. Oh, Kara's got it right there. It's my very favorite, you guys, seriously. Bobby's like, yeah, me too. So that one I didn't start out with, but I added in later because genetically I do deal with a lot of inflammation. It's just a problem that my family has. It's something I'm always going to have to deal with. I have inflammatory responses to everything. So that was a really big game changer for me to add that in morning and night. I take it morning and night. And it also kind of triggered my weight loss journey because you cannot lose weight when you're full of inflammation. It doesn't matter what you do. You can eat lettuce and run marathons and you won't lose weight if you're dealing with inflammation. So that was a big deal for me. The other thing I love about Ease is I actually recommend all of my people start with Ease because as your body goes through this cleaning out process and introducing all these new and fantastic nutrients to your body, you're gonna have to clean out the junk. And sometimes when you're cleaning out the junk, you don't feel super great. Ease takes care of that. If you start with ease and always use ease, you won't feel any of that. And a lot of people don't detox anyway, but those of us that do, I was a huge detoxer. Ease saved my life. So that is a really good supplement to start with and to have. That's hands down my favorite. Sorry, dropping everything off my table over here. If weight loss is one of the big things, one of your big things that you started for, we have some weight loss supplements that really help. So these are kind of my go-tos. I don't know if Active is actually under weight loss, but I think it really helps. This helps. Active is like my favorite natural energy drink, and I love to mix it with my Slim. And I put my collagen in there with it too. Collagen is another favorite. So Active, lean shakes, these are not just protein shakes. These are full meal replacements with all your vitamins, minerals, everything you need, and it's perfectly balanced. So as a mom, this takes the guilt out of a lot of things for me. I know that if my kids get this once a day, I feel pretty good about life. And they're good. Like a lot of this stuff is chalky and you don't like it. These are really good. Chocolate's my favorite. My family loves vanilla, either plain or to make smoothies with and mix fruit and all kinds of other fun stuff. That is a great way to supplement your meal plan. You know, if you're trying to lose weight and you're on whatever meal plan you're using, my meal plan is just make good choices, make good food choices. And sometimes you don't, and it's okay. Okay, we have MetaBurn and Balance. MetaBurn is another one of my favorite goodies. This is a fat burner, metabolism booster, and also a mood booster. Okay, so MetaBurn, you can take 2 a day. I usually take 1 with breakfast and 1 with lunch. The trick with MetaBurn, you guys, there is a trick to it. If you take it on an empty stomach or too full of a stomach, a lot of people get heartburn. So the trick for me is to take it in the middle of everything. So I start a snack or a meal, I take a few bites, I take my MetaBurn, and then I finish. So it kind of is down in there with everything. Does that make sense? So take it with stuff, but not before you eat. The other one is Balance. This is something you can use as a morning and night supplement, or you can take 2 before a big meal that's heavy in carbs and sugars, or before dessert. It blocks up to 40, it keeps your body from absorbing up to 48% of carbs and sugars. That's pretty dang cool. It really works. So those are kind of your weight loss supplements. And Active, my favorite energy drink. So especially for people who are really trying to quit energy drinks or soda, it's awesome.
I have a question about Balance.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate to keep bugging, you know.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
That's what this is
Anyway,
for.
you said everybody wants to lose weight. I want to gain weight.
Okay.
So if I were to do Balance, would that work in the opposite direction of helping me put the weight on?
Okay, you know what? I specifically don't know about Balance. That's something I love that we have a million medical people on our team. Kara might know. I do know that Slim has helped quite a few people that I know who have wanted to gain weight, because I honestly feel like Slim should be called Balance, because really what it does is it helps balance your body and get it where it needs to be. If you need to gain weight, you're going to gain weight. If you need to lose weight, you're going to lose weight. So I for sure know that Slim will help you out. I honestly don't know how that works with Balance.
Okay,
Bobby's saying no.
No.
She's a medical person here, so we can count on the science behind that.
So the Balance I bought won't work for me then. Okay.
Well, so Mom, Balance basically is blocking the absorption of your carbs and sugars. If you're trying to gain weight, you do not need that blocked. You need all of your good carbs, all of your good sugars, all of your good fats, and you don't want to block any of it. So, and that's the basis of how that supplement works. There's other key things that tie into it and make it beneficial for other people trying to lose weight, but it's not going to help you to gain weight.
Okay, thanks, Bobby. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to do one more little thing that's my favorite and give this back to Kara. So Joyome, you guys, I don't know if any of you have heard of it or if I've talked to you about it. Joyome is like, everybody's clapping. All the ladies who've tried Joyome are clapping. This stuff, you guys, this stuff works. So I've tried a lot of different skincare lines and products and spent a lot of money on some of them that I probably shouldn't have. The thing I love about Joyome is it's so simple. It's so easy. So you just wash your face morning and night. If you're a shower in the morning person, you shower, you put your Joyome on. If you're a shower at the night person, you shower, you put your Joyome on. I am really lazy. I have like a liquid thing that I put on a pad and I just wipe my face down and I put in my Joyome. Okay. And it works. Like the thing I've noticed with Joyome, my pores are smaller, my skin is smoother, my wrinkles are going away, dark circles are disappearing, sunspots, age spots. You guys, this stuff is the bomb, and the longer you use it, the better it gets. And it's for everybody. It's just not for old ladies like me. My daughter Cora loves it. In fact, this is an old raggedy bottle that barely has anything left in it because she took my 2 new ones with her when she left for college. So I love this stuff, but Kara, I'm gonna let you take it from here.
Awesome. Thank you. Those are some of our favorite products. And we told you we'd be talking fast because that's just how me and Amy roll. But it's recorded and we will give you the recording if you want it so that you can go back and review those products and see what you want to try. And remember, you have a sponsor for a reason. They are here to answer any of your questions. And if they don't know, they're going to ask the team. So you are totally taken care of. Okay, as we wrap this up tonight, I'm going to give you 5 tips. So get your pencil back out and take these notes. 5 tips. 5 tips to help you get results and to get the most out of these products. Okay, number 1, water. I know for some of you that's a 4-letter word. You need to fall in love with water. All right, drink your water. The more water, the better. The current medical advice is to drink half of your body weight in water in ounces, or to drink 100 ounces, whichever is more. Okay. And a lot of people are even saying just get a gallon in. So that sounds like a lot for a lot of you. Start with 100 ounces. Just get up to 100 ounces. If you're a person that barely drinks 4 glasses of water a day, it's okay. Try to get in a couple, more swigs each day and just keep adding up. But the faster you can get to 100 ounces, the faster you will see energy. Energy is tied to that water. So if you've been taking your products for a little bit and you're like, I'm not seeing this energy, you're not drinking enough water. You got to get the water in so that your body can get the toxins out. We detox through our pee, our poop, and our sweat. So we're going to be asking you about those 3 things a lot. So if you're lacking on energy, get the water in. Your products will be magnified in what they can do. Do you know that every sugar molecule needs a water molecule to get out of you? They have to join. If you're eating a lot of sugar, you need a lot of water. If you've eaten a lot of sugar in your life, you need a lot of water. Okay, more water, the better. Okay, number 2, write it down. Number 2, it is normal to poop 2 to 3 times a day. It is not an inconvenience to go poop, guys. It is not an inconvenience to pee either. You'll get used to it. We're supposed to eliminate. That's how we get that stuff out of us. If you're eating 2 to 3 times a day, it just makes sense. You should be eliminating 2 to 3 times a day. If you're not, where does it have to go but your colon? You can store 20 pounds of poop in your colon. Do you know that? So if we can just get you pooping, we can get your waist smaller and we can get your weight down. Okay. So you want to poop. All right. It just makes sense. Okay. Number 3. Listen to your body. Your body is the miracle. The products are amazing at rebalancing your body so that it can work the best that it can. They just fill in the gaps, but you have to listen to your body. So if you're walking through the kitchen one day and realizing you don't even really want the soda sitting there, but you still take a drink, you're just hurting the products working in you. The products either work on what you put in your body or they work on what's going on in your body. It can't do both. So you have to choose. The more sugar you can cut out of your diet in your first month or 2, the faster you will see results. I promise you. If you can just be kind of strict on your diet, just eat those proteins, fruits, vegetables, the good foods, stay away from the grains, the breads, the carbs, the sweets, the sugars, you will magnify your results. Okay. All right. So listen to your body, make small changes. When you wake up one day and you have so much energy that you're like, I want to go running today. I promise you it's coming. You're going to wake up one day and you'll be like, I want to work out, I think. Don't go run a mile if you haven't been running in years. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to be tired and sore the next day and you're going to quit. Make small changes. Start with moving your body 20 minutes every day. Get a good sweat on for 20 minutes. You're going to detox during that sweat. It's going to be awesome. You're not going to hurt yourself. Okay, 20 minutes of movement every day. Just start small. Okay, number 4, stay off the scale. Amy kind of alluded to this. Your body is like a desert. It's been in a drought. That's why you're here. That's why you're starting the products. You've been in a drought. So in the desert, when the rains come, it holds onto the water, right? It sucks in all the water. It doesn't want to let it go. It's really worried when the next rainstorm's coming. And it doesn't know if the next monsoon is tomorrow. And so it holds on to all that water weight until it's for sure that more rains are coming. So the faster you can be consistent with your water, with your products, the faster your body is going to let the weight go, let the water go. It's going to stop retaining things because it's not going to feel like it's in a crisis anymore. Okay. All right. Oh, and you'll probably see inches lost if you're looking for weight loss before pounds lost. Or maybe you'll see inches gained if you're looking to gain weight before you see the scale move. The scale usually moves last because these products are helping to work from the inside out. Okay. Oh my gosh. So my friend just painted her fat Halloween face and walked into my room. She looks like a creepy Halloween maze. Sorry. Anyway, okay, so where are we at? 5. Okay, number 5. Keep a notebook. Keep a notebook. If you haven't yet already, it's totally fine. Just do it today. Go take a picture of yourself. Get a good picture of your face. Guys, I'm not even wearing foundation anymore. Like, I never left the house without foundation. I was so paranoid. I had red spots everywhere and never had even skin tone. Take a picture because you're going to start glowing. You're going to start noticing that your skin is clearer and more even. And if you're looking to lose weight, you're going to want a before and after picture. Okay, so take a picture right now where you're at. Write down your complaints before you started Plexus. What were you struggling with before you started Plexus? Because I promise you, you will forget them. Because as you start feeling better, you forget how bad you were. And you might start falling prey to that. Well, I don't think it's really doing that much. And then you stop and you're like, oh my gosh, it was doing so much. Okay, so write down your complaints right now, and then write down every single small win along the way. Small wins add up to huge victories. Okay, I didn't think it was that big of a deal when I lost like a pound. But when I lost a pound for 10 weeks in a row, I'd lost 10 pounds, right? So you got to add up the small wins. When you start waking up with a little bit of energy, or when you start falling asleep before your husband, you got to write that down because that's amazing, right? So you got to write down all of the small wins, and you've got to know where you started from. So keep a little notebook or do it on a note on your phone, but track your progress. Write the things down, take a couple pictures, okay? The last thing I really want to end with, those were my 5 tips. I want you to keep in mind that this experience is a lot like going to the gym. You would never go to the gym and expect to work out and have a 6-pack the next day. And even if you did, you would expect to be sore first before you ever got those abs, right? So same thing, as you're going through this process, you might have 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 1 step back. It's an experience, it's a process, and your body heals in layers. Just give it time, just stick with it. Please don't quit in 60 days and say, that didn't work for me. You just didn't give it enough time. You just didn't give it enough time. Your body doesn't heal that way. Your body takes 90 days to generate 1 new healthy cell. 90 days, okay? And it takes 6 weeks to 6 months to rebalance your gut. It takes even longer if you've had a history of antibiotic or medications in your life. Okay, so give it time. You are going to love coming out on the other side when you feel amazing, when you wake up with energy, when you don't crave sugar anymore, and when everything just feels sunny and rosy most of the time. Okay, I'm not saying it's a cure-all. I'm not saying you won't get sick. I'm not saying you won't need a nap here and there. But what we're aiming for is a lot of good days and just a couple of maybe not so good days. Okay. All right. So we wanted, the last thing I wanted to end with, well, 2 things. Write down the podcast, Modern Medicine Movement Podcast. Great podcast. He explains it really simply. He's a doctor who has merged with holistic information, and he loves Plexus. So it's a really great podcast to explain what you're going to be going through and some really great info. Modern Medicine Movement Podcast. Okay. All right. The last thing, I know we're getting a little time. We went a little over. Sorry. We're going to wrap it up in 3 minutes. Okay. We want to make sure you know what your member benefits are. When we were talking about the products and getting you started, we went through a lot of stuff. I know we went through a lot tonight too, but we want to make sure you remember some of the really cool, fun things that come with your order. Okay. So number one, you got your order at a really great discount. You get wholesale pricing for the rest of the 12 months. Okay, so wholesale pricing is just like a Costco membership. You're going to get wholesale membership anytime you choose to order. That's awesome. Anytime you place an order that's 100 PV, that just stands for personal volume. So anytime you place an order that's over 100 PV, you're going to get 15% back. Any of the orders that you started with as your first order are over 100 PV, so they count. Okay, so next time you order, you're going to get 15% back on that. Then you get grocery pickup. This is one of my favorite things. Who doesn't love grocery pickup, right? I live in a teeny little town where I can't get Walmart grocery pickup, but I can get Plexus grocery pickup. Okay, so you get online, you set up your subscription, you tell it what you want and when you want it to ship. Comes straight to your door and you never have to go get it. It's amazing. And then on top of that, you earn perks credits every time you let that order. You got 250 perks credits with your first order with your welcome pack. That's like $25 of free product. And every time you let your grocery pickup order go through, you're going to get another 100 to 200 perks credits, and you can cash those in for free product starting in your 3rd month. That means a free bottle of these, a free bottle of Metaburn, whatever you want it to be. Okay. All right. And then very last, you also get access to our referral program. Do you know that you can actually earn cash back just for telling your friends and family about Plexus, something you love anyway? And if they get started with you, you get the referral bonus. So all you have to do is be the cheerleader, tell your friends and family about these amazing products you're taking and the results you're seeing, refer them to your sponsor. They'll do all the work for you. They'll be the expert. They'll answer the questions and you get the referral bonus. This month, we have some pretty exciting early Black Friday sales already being offered. Okay, so, or I should say incentives. When you get 2 of your friends and family to start with you, you earn $120. How does that sound? Okay, when you get 3 of them to start with you, you get $350. If you get 4 of them to start with you, you have $480. Coming back to you, Christmas is coming. I don't even know what I would spend $480 on myself for, but I'd be really excited to go do it. Okay, $480. If you get 6 people to start with you, guys, I have 7 siblings. 7 siblings. Like, so go talk to your friends and family. If I got 6 of them to start with me, I get $700 cash back this month just for telling them about Plexus and them getting started with me. And then you all get to work together. You all get to be gym buddies. You all to get healthier together, hold each other accountable, and have a lot of fun. Okay, so we just wanted to make sure you knew about that referral program. It's so easy. Just send them to your friend. They'll be the expert. You just get to be the cheerleader. Okay. All right, we're going to leave about 3 minutes or so for questions. I'm going to, should I stop the recording, Amy, and we'll do questions? That work? Okay, I'm going to stop the recording and then we'll stick around and answer any questions that you guys have. We're so grateful that you came tonight and spent 40 minutes with us. Thank you for letting us go over. But we are so excited for you guys to get your results. Please, please, please let us help you. Please don't do it yourself. Please keep in touch. Okay, all right. Have a great night. We'll stick around and answer questions.